Hi, and welcome to the practice diaries. Today is going to be a little bit different as I managed to get hold of some Benross gear. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a comparison between my clubs, which are Titleist, and the stuff that Benross currently produces. Let's do this.
As I said at the beginning of the video, today I'm going to be doing a bit of a comparison between my Titleist AP2 7-iron with dynamic gold R3 quarter shaft and the new Benross HTX Type R 7-iron. This I've got set up with KBS stiff shaft. Should be fairly similar. I'll put the Lofts in the description for the clubs. I'm quite looking forward to hitting the Benross iron, to be honest. When I first started playing golf, I had a set of Benross clubs for quite a while and just recently switched to the Titleist, so I'd quite like to see how they get on. I've also got the Benross driver, which I'll do a compare video with against my current gamer, which is also Titleist. So I'll hit a few shots and then we'll get on with comparing the clubs. So they were the iron shots. Now let's move on to the driver. So like I said, it's going to be my driver up against the Benross HTX Type R. And my driver's got a Diller Grove stiff shaft in it, and Benross has got a regular, so the numbers might be a bit distorted. But I'm just trying to give you general feelings of what I think of the clubs. So stay tuned.
So I've just got in, as you can see. I'm in my dining room. You may have seen this on the what's in the bag. So practice is finished. Hit some good shots tonight, also hit some pretty bad ones, so hopefully there might be a blooper reel coming up at some point in the not too distant future. But shall we crack on with my compare of my Titleist irons versus the Benross irons, and also the Benross driver versus my Titleist driver. So with my Titleist irons, I was averaging 150 carry with a total distance of 160 yards. Backspin was 6,200. Club head speed averaged out at 87.1 miles an hour, and the ball speed was 109. Now, I'm led to believe that the Benross irons are slightly cranked in loft, so I will put the lofts in the description below. But I was averaging 157 carry with 171 total, with 5,300 backspin, 88.2 mile an hour club head speed, and 112 mile an hour ball speed with the irons. Like I say, I do believe that the lofts are slightly stronger with the 7 irons from Benross, but to be fair, at their current price point, I think they're a great iron. I've used Benross irons in the past. I only switched to my Titleist ones because they were bought for me as a birthday present, of which I am really happy with my Titleist irons, so they won't be getting changed anytime soon. But I do believe that, you know, I think they retail the Benross Type R's at around about £350 for 4 iron to pitching wedge. So they are really good irons at a really good price point. So if you are looking at changing your irons, I definitely recommend going for Benross, you know, if you are on a tight budget. So shall we have a look and see what the driver came out at? So with the drivers, I hit 4 more shots, as you'll see in the video beforehand. So with my Titleist driver, I averaged 231 yards of carry with a total of 258, with my best one being 243 carry with a 272 total. Average backspin today was down at 2.2, which is where I'd like to see my driver spin. Realistically, obviously club head delivery dictates that. A lot of my shots I was hitting low in the centre of the club face, with the club face slightly closed, which means that a lot of my shots were drifting off to the left. Ball speed average was 141 mile an hour with my Titleist, and my club head speed was 100 miles an hour. Now with the Benross driver, it wasn't spec'd for me, it was just a demo one that Tim had at Shrewsbury Golf. So the average carry was 224, with the total distance at 245. The best being 235 carry with 254 total. Average spin was 2.8, so again slightly higher than with my Titleist driver, but you know, with the driver on test, I only had a regular shaft at 10.5 degrees of loft, which isn't quite the spec that I wanted. Again, ball speed was 138.4 and club head speed was 101 mile an hour. Now with the Titleist, the Benross HTX Type R driver, you can adjust the loft on it, so you can move it. I think it's a degree up or a degree down. But again, with that, you're also adjusting the face angle at the same time. So if you loft it up, you'll actually close the club face, and if you loft it down, you'll open it. Perhaps in later incarnations of the driver, they'll actually do like a Surefit type hosel on my driver, where you can move loft and lie independently, so you can get you know, more that's one tailored to yourself. Obviously, I didn't adjust the loft on the Benross driver because obviously it would have adjusted the face angle, and then I wouldn't have got a truish reading from both club heads that were fairly square at address. So I hope that's of some information. Like I say, the Benross clubs are at a really good price point. You know, if you are new to golf and are after a set but you don't want to buy second hand, or you don't want to buy, you know, the starter sets that are available from Phaser or Ben Sayers or anybody like that, I really would recommend the Benross clubs, because I do think they are fantastic. I was very fortunate that earlier on in the year I went down to a Benross fitting evening at Shrewsbury Golf, and you know, the numbers don't lie. You know, the clubs are fantastic. Again, slightly stronger lofted, so for me, being a 12 at the moment, looking to get down to single figures, I would worry about stopping the ball on the green the other side. But at the same token, for, you know, a higher handicap golfer that, you know, is looking for pure distance, you can't go wrong with the Benross clubs. So I hope you find that useful. And just before I finish the video, I'm going to show you some work that I've done on my putting this evening. So enjoy that, and I'll see you again.